Let's take a look at some of the coverage from the first 48 hours since the announcement came from Buckingham Palace that King Charles has cancer. First up, Dear Diary, today I saw a boy. Save it for the diary, girl. My heart yearns for Harry to heal the rift with his father and brother. But this is why my head tells me it will never happen. Ellipses. Come again? Yes, this is still being framed as a family feud that was started by Prince Harry. And therefore it is on Prince Harry to heal it, which completely ignores the fact that this family is an institution, and it disregarded abuse heralded at its newest royal in favor of positive coverage for its more senior royals. This is from the always serious GB News. Paging Ofcom. I even say something like this because you are trying to break through all the noise around the King Charles cancer diagnosis to grab the thing that will outrage people. Just like there's no such thing as bad publicity as the old adage goes, there's no such thing as a bad viral moment if it's going to garner clicks. Journalism or something. And I know some of you are thinking, Meredith, these are tabloids. Of course we don't expect any better from them. But the serious papers are May I present to you The Telegraph? From sausage fingers to cancer, King Charles's health story. That was quite a leap, but also very rude. This used to be a very respected paper in the UK. Here's a doozy in the Sun from Robert Jobson. Maybe cancer has finally made Prince Harry realize that his father is not indestructible. He's right, because you know who would really understand how precious life is and how quickly it can be snatched from you? Is the guy who lost his mother in a car crash in Paris while she was being chased by the foreign paparazzi for pictures that they would sell to the UK media. Of all the condescending bullshit. Alternative headline. Maybe cancer has finally made King Charles realize that he's not indestructible and that he should reach out and make amends to his son and his wife. And maybe while Charles is at it, he can distance himself from Tom Bower. You know how Harry and Meghan are always asked to do the same? What about the guy who has called for the obliteration of the Sussexes in order for the monarchy to survive? Was not a chapter in Endgame. It opens with an eminent royal biographer. LOL. Yes, the same guy who referred to Omid as Omar in his book and couldn't figure out the pronouns of Kristen Meinzer, which are on her Twitter. Not to mention that time that his publishing house had to apologize for a book he wrote about a politician where a lot of it was incorrect. But yeah, sure, eminent. They referred to Tom Bower's responses as a blistering attack. It's not blistering, it should be investigated. It should have been cut off immediately. These should be unacceptable things to say in a world where people take these as calls to action. In case you're like, oh, but what's the context of the quote? Here it is. Quote, I think that the monarchy, in fact, depends on actually obliterating the Sussexes from our state of life because their continuation is bad for us. Yeah, they're no longer working royals. Why don't you ask the media that you're on with why they don't stop talking about them? If you want more of the first 48 hours of coverage, head over to my Substack, meredithconstant.substack.com, and read my new series, All the News Not Fit to Print. King Charles, Harry and Meghan, and the first 48 hours.